Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready.
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, DA. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Young, and it's Capella in at the center. And for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in at the three, the small forward. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
The speed is Simmons. It's hard to keep pace, but he excels at using it to capitalize in transition. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
It comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Harris. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Capella dishes to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young, no good. Simmons against Bogdanovich. And again, it's Ben Simmons. Simmons got 6.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Pass to Capella. Howard with the steal. Simmons inside. Young's there. Collins looking around. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, some high IQ basketball from Bogdanovich. Moves the ball to the wide open man for an assist.
And here's Maxey. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Young outside. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Green in for Korkmaz. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Williams passes to Okongwu.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hill kicks to Embiid. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Right side, Williams. Over Thibault. Williams' shot is off. The 76ers lead. Green, the pass to Thibault. Hill finds Milton. Clock at 6. Lobbed up there for Embiid. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And everyone knows Lou Will can score. But there, great job with that drop-off. Sweet dime.
Now, here's Milton. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting a look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
And we spoke of Joel Embiid earlier.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Williams at the 2-guard. And stolen by Dunn. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Dunn passes to Okongwu. And Embiid with the block.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
To the paint, here's Thibault. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway. An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Collins dishes to Young. Shot clock at 6. Back to Collins. Over Simmons. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers leading by 4. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Young is double. And there's the pass to Capella. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. The Hawks working the ball around. Young finds Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Snell's checked in. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And the persistence of Bogdanovich. I mean, I love watching him work hard in these transition situations.
And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Now here's Maxey, defended by Young. Maxey passes to Simmons. Shakes him. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Collins.
That's just the sheer strength of Simmons. You want to try to tie him down? He's going to fight hard for every bucket.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. That one misses for Simmons.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Pass to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Collins. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Harris.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Huerter passes to Capella, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
Harris, right side. The high post shot. Tips it, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
Young inside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Harris passes to Korkmaz, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Huerter passes to Young. Kicks it to Snell. Right side, Collins. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
They've got Embiid, Anthony Tolliver out there with Green. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Embiid. He kicks to Tolliver. Shot clock at 3. Milton the pass to Tolliver. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Young.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Simmons. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. The dish to Bogdanovich. And no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
The Hawks trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the call, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Now Williams. No points in the game yet for him. And it's done penetrating. There's the feed to Okongwu. Rebound by the 76ers.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Tolliver the pass to Embiid. Crafty move. It's deflected.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the 76ers. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a change for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Here's Huerter. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Williams, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Williams has got 4 this quarter. 1:19 left in the third. Hill with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Harris. The kick out to Hill. Korkmaz passes to Howard. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Howard's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Huerter passes to Williams. 41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Okongwu kicks to Williams. He feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hill deciding where to go with it. Korkmaz passes to Hill. Harris. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Harris. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. That's a 2 from Snell.
Howard, such an opposing presence, changing that shot.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Tony Snell is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Here's Hill, and there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Capella sends it back.
You got to be careful when Capella is patrolling the area. He's an excellent shot blocker who uses his length well.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harris outside. Rebounded by Capella.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Shoots from the elbow. He can't get it to go.
So you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Young against Simmons. It's hauled in by Trae Young. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Fires, high post. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Simmons passes to Thibault. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris looking it over. The shake. And the layup is up and in. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
I like when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
Bogdanovich left side. The putback. Rebound by the 76ers. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. 3-on-3. Pass to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Young up top. 4 on the clock. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is what Capella does. I mean, an active rebounder who hits the offensive glass with force.
And here is Simmons. The pass to Embiid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Seth Curry. Young up top. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Banked in off the glass.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Dishes it to Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely, but we've seen crazy things happen.
Young inside. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Now here is Harris. Passes to Embiid. Here's the 3. The 76ers with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Collins passes to Young. Pass to Capella. And stolen by Simmons. Now Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. The 76ers with another miss. Outside Collins. So Philadelphia wins it. It was a David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And let's go.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn, just 5 on the clock. Harris finds Curry. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Harden.
The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious, infectious. He brings all-out energy on every possession.
Griffin against Harris. Simmons inside. Puts the move on. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's Harden. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And, you know, sometimes you feel like every single jumper Harden takes is going in, especially from that in-between area.
Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Harden. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Now, here is Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside, Simmons. And stolen by Jordan. Outside, Irving. Right side, Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now here is Harris. Over Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris kicks to Hill. Howard in the post. Stripped it away. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And here is KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
Boy, when Durant's on the attack, so quick and explosive, puts the defense in a bind.
Durant nails both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with George Hill. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Irving, good. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Milton the pass to Howard. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside, KD. KD on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Hill passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Brown finds Irving. Back to Brown. Pass to Irving. Over in the corner, Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Scott in for Matisse Thybulle. And he gets it to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Passes it to Claxton. Here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
Now, here is Harden. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Durant finds Harden. And here is Green. Now the pass to Durant. And here's Harden for three. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Here's Milton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And the 76ers making a change here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. Irving dishes to Jordan. Oh, what a dunk!
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
Now Simmons, 9 points in the game so far. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Harden has a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Simmons, and Griffin sends it back. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's shot is good.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Outside, Simmons. Curry finds Simmons. They get a hand on it. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back to the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They're in good position. And that's a wrap with the
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Griffin is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5.
Right here.
Back to Irving. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail. Here's Korkmaz. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the dish to Harris. Wilton the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons is quite used to being in tight spots. So smart and clever at finding ways to get out of them.
Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Harden against Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Harris kicks to Simmons. slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
In the corner, it's Harris. The three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Hill in for Shake Milton.
And Simmons is extremely versatile and effective two-way player, guys, who can hurt you on both ends.
Shamet, the pass to Durant. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clock at 6.
Hey, I know Durant makes it look really easy, but I tell you what, folks, there's a lot of hard work and repetition behind what he shows you in the game.
Simmons dishes to Hill. And the layup falls. Hill's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Maxi's checked in. KD with it. He's got 10. 10 blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
Shot clock at 2. Claxton, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Nets trail by 6. And here is KD. Pass to Shamet. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Durant down low. Defended by Thybulle.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Brown against Hill. The Nets working the ball around now. Right side, Kevin Durant.
Durant taking every last second there to get off his shot. These guys got a flair for the dramatic at times.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for the 76ers, Green out there with Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the 5. And he makes that one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now Harden. It's Jordan on the wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers leading by 10. And the 76ers call time here. And a wide open look for Howard. So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. Hill comes in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Jordan high post. Outside Irving. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
There's the lob for Harris. Outside for Simmons. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Korkmaz has got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Here's Irving. That one goes. Count it.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Philadelphia.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Korkmaz. From the arc. Griffin grabs the board.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
The 3 from KD. The kick out to Irving. Takes a 3. They get it back. Outside Griffin. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Griffin scores. The assist by Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Simmons left side. There's the lob for Harris.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving's shot is good.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
It's Hill on the wing. Down low. A nice shot by Harris.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Simmons. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And stolen by Simmons. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very... And with pregame...
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the one. And for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's good for two. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Collins passes to Capella. Here's Young. Kicks it to Collins. Shoots over Griffin. And there's Collins on the assist from Young.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Now Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the amount of pressure that Trey Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trey Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Bogdanovich dishes to Young. High post try. Rebounded by the Nets.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Irving with a clean look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Capella with it. He's picked up by Irving. Young passes to Capella. Irving with the steal. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Second shot opportunity. A shot by Harden, wide open. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here is Young. Capella, high post. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Collins wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. For 3, Harris. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks trail it. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Hunter kicks to Gallinari. Hunter with it. Back to Gallinari. And that one, good.
That's just a seasoned move. Great concentration from Gallinari, finishing through contact.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Outside Irving. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Harden. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Hunter. Capella against Griffin. Gallinari left side. Here's Hunter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Irving kicks to Griffin. Green dishes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Feeds to Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 2. Well, we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Green, Brown out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Dunn looking over the floor. Molinari passes to Okongwu. Brown against Williams. Shoots over Brown. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, he can hit the three. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Shamet the pass to KD. And the shot is good. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Beautiful body control by KD. Well-coordinated athlete, especially for a near 7-footer.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played. KD dishes to Brown. Back to Durant. Over Hunter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on DeAndre Hunter. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Collins kicks to Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Young trying to break free. Second chance shot. 5 on the clock. Here's Snell, guarded by KD. Bogdanovich, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. 1:57 left now here in the second. Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Young inside, guarded by Harden. Young passes to Okongwu, and it's blocked. And then Durant with the jam.
He loves to fire up his team with the big finish. KD rocking the rim.
The Hawks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Snell, the pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Can they get it? And here's Collins from outside. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the middle. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Brown. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Young finds Bogdanovich. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Young against Harden. And a lot of contact on that one. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Snell in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 7. Back to Collins. No good on the shot. Nice D from Griffin. The Nets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Irving for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn. Snell kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Snell. He dishes it to Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Harden. Drains the 19-footer. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And Harden never seen a shot he didn't like, and boy, is he comfortable gunning it from there.
Young taking his time here. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. The 3 ball. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets leading by 12. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for Young. Williams against Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Passes to Griffin. Harris kicks to Griffin. Just 3 to shoot. Over Collins. Griffin's shot is off. Hawks shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Williams passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Pass to Irving. It's good.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Dunn. 2 points. That one goes.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Irving kicks to Harden. Out to Harris for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams finds Collins. Back to Williams. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Dunn. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Shamet, the pass to Green. Can't connect from short range.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And the pass to Huerter. The dish to Williams. And he converts the layup. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Durant deciding where to go with it. And KD throws it down.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Here's Huerter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Williams. Inside. Brown outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Connects from three-point range.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Capella, the pass to Huerter. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Brown outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat. Up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Brown. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Now, here is Irving. To the inside, Durant. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
Young passes to Hunter. Back to Young. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Claxton, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Fantastic isolation player, Kyrie. But on that play, he made a play for others.
Young outside. Pass to Capella. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. The Atlanta making some changes. John Collins comes in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for Hunter. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Brown.
What I love about John Collins, he plays with great determination. trying to impose his will.
Harden scanning the floor. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harden. And that's now 9 points for Kyrie Irving. The Hawks trail by 10. Collins passes it to Herter. He kicks it to Young. Six to shoot. Collins trying to break free. Young, no good.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Herter. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trey, he's always right in the middle of things.
Harden against Bogdanovich. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Gallinari.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. He throw good, James Harden.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Young dishes to Capella. Young against Harden. Young passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. KD's checked in for Brooklyn. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Shot from 16. Rebound by the Hawks.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And then Durant with the dunk.
It's a pick your poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
Bogdanovich dishes to Snell. Kicks to Young. And the layup is good. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Irving way outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Collins finds Young. And they pick up 2.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
And here's Harden. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan the pass to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Young's shot is good.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Harden outside. It's Durant on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. And the Nets lead by 9.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Young. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Irving from long range. It's off. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Joel Embiid out there with Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, they've got Trae Young. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Bucket is good. Curry's got the first points of the night for the 76ers.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
The pass to Collins. He dishes it to Snell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Pass to Simmons. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
He gets that one. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
He may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now here's Curry. Outside, Simmons. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Simmons.
He's near automatic from his range. Embiid, he's just an overpowering presence. He can shoulder an offense.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Young dishes to Collins. Back to Young. Over Simmons, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane.
Outside, Simmons. Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And the Hawks with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
The speed is Simmons. It's hard to keep pace, but he excels at using it to capitalize in transition.
Out to the right wing. Snell from outside. They get it back. And that one is off. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Curry. The pass to Embiid. 59 seconds left to play in the first. And the dunk by Embiid.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now, here is Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 6.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
And here is Simmons. 10 points for him. And Simmons slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young finds Snell. It's stolen by Curry. And it's Simmons. Oh, wow!
Nice! How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Young from outside, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 7.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Hill is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Williams. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Williams. Now the dish to Okongwu. Embiid comes with a double team. Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris looking it over. And there's the pass to Hill from outside the arc. Here's Embiid. Tries again. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Williams against Hill. Williams passes to Gallinari. Count the basket.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Outside Hill. Embiid inside the line. Good. The assist goes to Hill. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
Just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
Now, here's Milton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Now here is Hill. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the feed to Harris. Kicks it to Embiid. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Down by 15. Makes it off the glass.
Well, with a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. Dunn, he's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Philadelphia, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. Tolliver, no luck.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Maxey. Dunn covering. 1:15 left in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Okongwu. Hunter kicks to Gallinari. Here's Huerter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Pass to Tolliver. Now Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over Bogdanovic. Green, no luck.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Young. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Maxey passes to Green. And here's Maxey, defended by Young. To end the cold streak, and slam dunk by Maxey.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Pass to Collins. This is to Dunn. With 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 assists. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 2. Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket. Snell finds Young. To the paint. Here's Capella. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness, you know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in.
The confidence of Simmons, a quick thinker who isn't afraid to go after steals and start the break.
Simmons against Young. Williams inside. Here's Capella. It's Young on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Howard. The 76ers leading by 11. Curry outside. Rebounded by Capella. And Atlanta has possession. Outside Williams. It's Collins with the drive. Young taking his time here. Yep, that one goes.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Poked loose. Curry dishes to Simmons. Howard in the post. Capella covering. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trae Young. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Williams passes to Huerter. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the 76ers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Simmons inside. Working on Williams. No good from Simmons. The Hawks trail by 9. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. To the middle. Here's Okongwu.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Huerter, guarded by Curry. Here's Okongwu. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Huerter passes to Williams. He kicks it to Hunter. Okongwu with it. He has 6. On the clock from 15 feet away. The putback.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
Simmons inside the line. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Hawks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Huerter passes to Okongwu. He dishes it to Gallinari. Here's Huerter, guarded by Curry. Back to Gallinari. And he could not get that one to go. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella.
And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Korkmaz actually out there with George Hill. Then it's Green, and it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Herter. Shoots from 14. Count it. Herter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hawks.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
The pass to Embiid. It's back to Hill. And Embiid throws it down.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Outside Williams. The dish to Gallinari. Pass to Herter. Over Maxey. Herter, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Left side, Harris. Passes it to Maxey. Harris against Gallinari. Harris kicks to Embiid. A new 14 for the 76ers. Here's Maxey. Misses the three. The Hawks trail by 9. Hill finds Harris. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over to the left wing. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Hill. Williams for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers also making a change. Dwight Howard's checked in for Harris. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The 3 from Hill. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Collins kicks to Young. And stolen by Howard. Here's Maxey. Embiid, the pass to Green. Embiid with it, and guarded by Capella. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket.
And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green. Curry comes in for Maxey. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. Simmons against Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
And Simmons kicks to Howard. Curry on the wing. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons passes to Embiid. Shot from 12. Simmons can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 10. Right side, Bogdanovich. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Young drives in. Kicks to Collins. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. Good on the triple. Young's got it back down to within single digits for Atlanta.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Curry on the wing. From deep three-point range, Atlanta with the rebound.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Howard. Doesn't go that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
And stolen by Simmons. Thibault kicks to Simmons. Pass to Thibault, and here is Simmons. The three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Young with no one around. No good there off the double clutch. So Philadelphia wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. It's an NBA afternoon game here on this. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, we've got Matisse Thybulle, Joel Embiid out there with Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 2. Harden against Simmons. Down low. Embiid with it.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Simmons finds Embiid.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Outside for Griffin. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Simmons left side. To the middle. Here's Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Harden dishes to Harris. Outside Irving. That shot misses. Great tee that time from Curry.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Simmons passes to Howard. Here's Embiid. And a missed layup. The Nets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Griffin. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Curry on the wing. He's looking for Howard and finds him. He kicks to Embiid. 5 to shoot. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons. The Nets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Now, here is Irving, defended by Milton. Here's Harris, up again, and Green is right there.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Harris finds Hill. Durant against Harris. Passes it to Embiid. Over Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. And here's Maxey. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Maxey. And he banks in the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Irving passes to Claxton. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The 76ers leading by 4. Now here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Embiid, and Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well, and how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Brown drops them both. One second left. That one doesn't go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Harris. Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. Outside Durant. Pass to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Curry. Basket counts. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Durant in the corner. They kick it out to Green. Inside and stolen by Howard. Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Howard in the post. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Right side, Kevin Durant. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and George Hill's subbed in for Harris. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Kevin Durant. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton.
But George Hill mixes speed so well, so good at getting into the paint, finishing at the rim.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Brown finds Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got his first points of the night.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Harden scanning the floor. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Outside Hill. Up top, Embiid. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. 1:14 left in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And the 76ers with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for Irving. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Outside, KD. From the stripe. And Simmons with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Green. Kyrie Irving comes in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. The 76ers leading by 11. Harris finds Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Maxey. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking at a 13.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was and that'll...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Irving. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Home in the paint. It's Harden with the drive. Count that bucket. He's got 9.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Simmons. 11 points in the game. Passes to Harris. Kicks to Embiid. Jordan with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Griffin passes to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he commits the intentional foul. Curry's checked in for the 76ers. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Harden against Curry. Nobody near Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Simmons with it. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the 76ers. Scott comes in for Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. Simmons against Harris. Clock at 6. Pass to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
They're still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Irving misses.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Thibault kicks to Simmons. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
And here is Shamet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard. Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the 76ers making a change here. Hill's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
He kicks it to Curry. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Scott the pass to Hill. Back to Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Howard trying to free himself up. Over Irving. Scott. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Irving looking over the floor. Shoots over Curry. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And it goes down 2 points. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
59 seconds left to play in the third. On the wing, Irving. Shoots over Curry. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Irving.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Now, here is Hill. Back to Scott. Curry on the wing. Outside, Scott. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Howard. A rebound by the Nets. Shamet with it. Curry meets him. In the corner, it's Griffin. There's the three. And the Nets, another three.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Here's Hill, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with George Hill. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, George Hill has exceptionally quick hands. He does such a good job coming up with steals.
Hill against Harden. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Here's Hill. Pass to Embiid. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the 76ers lead by 13. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Now, Milton. Harris outside. Back to Milton. To the paint. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Harden with it. The 9-foot shot. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 13. Outside, Green. Embiid in the corner. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Harden up top. He's guarded by Hill. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Free throw good, James Harden. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Curry's checked in for Maxey. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Simmons. Now the pass to Curry. Howard in the post, guarded by Jordan. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. To the inside. Harden against Curry. Irving, good look. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Simmons looking it over. It's Curry outside. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The kick out to Irving. Jordan dishes to KD. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
So it's Philadelphia now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry can't get it to go. And a deep three from Harden. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a good Thursday evening to you, 2K. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Collins in at the four-man position. And for the Nets, they've got Harris. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the two-guard. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Collins finds Young. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. Harden outside. Up and in on the layup.
Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Young inside. Guarded by Harden. Capella with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Harden. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And it's the Hawks' ball. It's a 5-point game. Young dishes to Capella. Harden against Young. Banked in off the glass.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now here's Harden. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Irving. Goes up at the stripe. Bogdanovich, you know what?
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
In the corner, it's Harris. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
The Hawks trail by 7. Bogdanovich left side. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Collins, good.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Outside Irving. He kicks to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception is the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that. Harden kicks to Irving. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The Hawks trail by 5. Herter passes to Collins. Back to Herter. Feeds it to Collins. Nice move over Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Shamet the pass to Durant. The tray. No good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
We've got Brown. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the pace. So that's the Nets 5.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Harden outside. Hunter grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Williams dishes to Hunter. In the corner. Herter with it. Pass to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's KD, and KD throws it down.
How do you stop Durant on the drive? I mean, this guy is mobile, he's long, and he's got tremendous ball skills.
Herter passes to Williams. Back to Herter. Now the feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Hawks. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Brown's got his first bucket of the night. Williams passes to Herter. Back to Williams. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Green, the pass to Claxton. A shot by Harden, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Landry Shamet's checked in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hunter. Young comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's done in for Lou Williams. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the pass to Durant. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Down low. It's hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn leading by 6. That's tipped. Young with the steal. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You got to be very careful around Young here. He's clever at figuring out ways to swipe that ball.
KD finds Shamet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Done. There's 3-pointers off the mark. The Nets with the lead. Brown drives in. Durant kicks to Shamet. From deep. And the Nets miss again. Here's Dunn. And that concludes the first half. It's the Nets.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them. And that
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They've got Collins. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Snell in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Young. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. On the wing, Irving. Harden outside. Irving surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Young against Harden, 13 feet away. Another miss by Young.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Collins against Griffin. The Hawks trail by 11. Snell dishes to Young. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Now Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Capella. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Now here's Irving. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. Nobody near Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Harden finds Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Now here's Capella. Snell, the pass to Young. Back to Snell. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. So for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And then for Atlanta, Hunter's checked in for Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Irving.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Outside Williams to the middle and stolen by Jordan. Irving dishes to Green. From downtown, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Irving passes to KD. Back to Irving. To the paint. Here's Green. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young dishes to Capella. It's stolen by Green. Outside Irving. Right side Green. No good off the back of the rim. Now here is Young. He has 6. Over Brown. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Capella's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. And so it's Brooklyn ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Harden. No good on that one. Done with some nice D. He dishes it to Hunter. Pass to Herter. Unloads. And the shot is long.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. Done outside. He feeds it to Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Kevin Durant in for Harris. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Now here's Durant. Misses the wing 3. And here is Dunn. Kicks it to Collins. Back to Dunn. Stolen by Harden. They push it up 4 on 3. Shot left block. And he can't bank that one in. The Hawks trail by 5. Dunn right side. Molinari passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Snell's checked in. And Brooklyn has possession. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And that one, good.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Now, here's Collins. Dunn dishes to Collins. Back to Dunn. That one goes. Count it. Dunn's got his first 2 points.
Well, I really admire the determination with which Dunn plays, staying confident in his shot at all times.
Harden against Dunn. Durant up top. And it's good, 2 points.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Now, here's Dunn. Collins kicks to Dunn. Back to Collins. Passes it to Snell. 5 on the clock. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Can't hit that one. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Jordan inside. Gallinari on him. From deep, Harden. Rebound, Atlanta.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Dunn. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Bogdanovich. Collins. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Now here's Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Nets. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And you never know, that technical may just springboard them. I mean, especially if they can add a few more points here on this possession.
It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
A look from Griffin. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.